He wants a doctor to help him die now instead of suffer from terminal cancer. But a judge said today that would be a criminal act. Political activist and longtime attorney John J. Hooker is making this his final legal battle. He told News Channel 5's Todd Walker he will appeal today's ruling. Todd.
Well, Rory, Hooker says this judge doesn't understand the rule of law and says her ruling today was a mistake. It's a mistake he says he plans to fight with every last bit of energy he has.
Old Hooker is shaking his fist.
Even though he is dying from cancer, lawyer and political activist John J. Hooker is not going the way he wants to go. Today, a judge said that's the way it will stay for now.
It causes
Hooker's last legal battle is a personal one. He wants to be able to have doctors end his own life rather than suffer through the effects of terminal cancer.
I'm not doing this just for me, even though I don't want to make no mistake. I want the right to take my own life if I want to. My business, not the state's business. I'm not a slave. You're not a slave. And the Tennessee legislature has enslaved all of us to tell us that we came to sue our peace, safety, and happiness.
Today, Chancery Court Judge Carol McCoy said Hooker's challenge to the state's constitution, which outlaws doctor-assisted suicide, has no standing. She says this court has no jurisdiction to enjoin enforcement of a criminal statute. The assisted suicide statute is constitutional, is not void for vagueness, and does not violate any of the plaintiff's fundamental rights under the Tennessee or U.S. constitutions.
This law they have is silly. You, me, anybody else can have what they call a living will, which says to tell the doctor he can take you off of water, of food, or a machine. Well, you're going to die if he does that.
Hooker says this is his final fight, and he's fighting until the very end.
In the middle of the night, when you grade your own papers, I know one thing. I've done the best I could.
Hooker says he is asking for an expedited appeal. He is on an experimental drug right now that could prolong his life. That is, if his body tolerates it. He says only about 40% of people do. In the newsroom tonight, I'm Todd Walker, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Todd. The group Tennessee Right to Life issued a statement praising the decision. They say, quote, Tennessee's law strikes a careful and compassionate balance in ensuring that basic safeguards for human life are in place and honored.